Jim, thanks for coming in and being willing to share. Could you share your pretty incredible story about how chiropractic has not only saved your life, but changed it for the better?
Absolutely. So I'm 42, I'll be 43 in a couple months, and I started chiropractic care when I was about 20 years old, and the reason that I got started was I was doing Taekwondo 2-3 hours a day, every day. I was training like crazy, and I got to the point where I couldn't do any of my moves without my back just totally hurting. So I had no idea what chiropractic was, so I just did the normal, went to the doctors and they referred me here and referred me there, and I ended up going to a nephrologist who did a cystoscope, which from what I understand, they're saying that's like the male equivalency of childbirth. It was awful. I wouldn't wish them my worst enemy. They took blood every other day, sometimes a couple times in a day. I had to do urinalysis where I had to carry a jug around for 48 hours. Everywhere I went to work, to friends' houses, and I had to can I put this urine in your fridge? It was very inconvenient. And the conclusion that they came to was, at 20 years old, they were telling me, you have kidney disease, but we don't know exactly which one it is, but we do know it's going to be terminal, and you have 2 to 3 years to live. But we want to do a lot more tests. And I said, no, that's good. I'm done. No more testing. And then I was at Taekwondo just watching because I couldn't participate because my back hurt so bad. And I should mention, when I was urinating, it was the color of ketchup. There was so much blood in it. I had a friend who actually came here to Merit Chiropractic, and he said, well, why don't you just go try Dr. Jeff? And I said, you know what? Why not? I said, what the heck? Figured I had nothing to lose. So when I came in, Dr. Jeff, did the X-rays and basically told me, like, you're really, really far out of alignment, and it's probably due to all the kicking and everything that you've done, and showed me exactly where I had nerves that were getting pinched off. And he says, we do the right adjustments, and the body's gonna kind of just fix itself because your brain's trying to send signals, and it's not able to do that because the nerves are being pinched off. And he said it was like someone kind of took my neck and then the bottom of my spine and went like that. So again, I was just like, okay, what do I have to lose? So after one adjustment, it was like an instant relief, and then I went home and I kept waiting for the pain to come back, and it didn't come back. And then the next morning I woke up and went to the restroom, and my urine was clear, and I was like, this is unbelievable. And I was all excited. I called Dr. Jeff, and he's like, okay, that's great, but you have to come back today. So I had to come back a lot at first, and then I got more onto the maintenance side of things. So the biggest thing is, that was when I was 20, and they gave me 2 to 3 years to live, so say 23. Okay, now here 20 years later, I'm still alive and kicking. I don't go to the doctors, ever. I come to, except for Dr. Jason. But if, I'm feeling a sniffle or anything like that, I come in, I get an adjustment, and boom, it's gone. But chiropractic saved my life then. And then there was, later on, I can just tell you that, for all the people that think, well, I'll just go once or twice and good to go. No, you got to stay maintained with it, because I tried that and I stayed away from it for a little while. And I really screwed my back up to the point where it was so bad that I had to I couldn't take a shower. I couldn't stand up for 6 seconds at a time. I'd collapse. My wife had to take my socks off, help me with everything I was doing. Once again, Dr. Jeff nursed me back to health with that, coming consistently 2 to 3 times a week, and then kind of just getting more on maintenance. And then flash forward to Dr. Jason, who is also an amazing chiropractor, and I'm not just saying that because he's holding the camera. But again, anytime that I feel any illness or anything coming on, or just a twinge in my back, because I do work out 6 days a week, so anytime I feel any kind of twinge or any kind of problem, I come in, and I don't even have to say anything to you anymore. You just know. It's like, okay, he just goes down and finds what the problem is with my body, and he aligns me properly so my body can heal myself. And you learn that with chiropractic, that it's the Dr. Jason is just making it to where the body can naturally heal itself, and that's really what it should be about, because the mainstream doctors, you know, the ones that's, you know, supposedly that are in the know, they're just going to give you, because I can speak from experience, they just give you painkillers, and it doesn't do anything. I mean, I would take painkillers when I had my kidney problems, as they said, and I mean, I just sat there on the couch and it felt like I felt like I was high, but I could still feel the pain. But here, they you know, you come in and you're addressing what the issue is so that you can fix it. You're not just masking it, you're fixing it. So I will go to Dr. Jason until you know, he retires or we move away, one or the other. But and then I'm sure maybe hopefully his son will be doing it. But I'll do chiropractic care for the rest of my life, and you know, our kids have done it. Dr. Jason helped our youngest son when he had a surfing accident, and the doctors at the hospital just wanted to give him all kinds of pain medications, and he was in just a tremendous amount of pain. That's still one of my most touching stories I can tell about you, Dr. Jason. You're just the care that you felt for Gavin when he came in here, and how you helped nurse him back to health. And you know, we brought him in, I don't know, what was 4 or 5 times that week, but it was the only thing that helped. So I would say to anybody that, you know, Dallas Chiropractic Care, it works. I'm literally living proof of it, and I'm not supposed to be. So I'm alive and kicking 20 years after they told me I was gonna die. And I always like to try to tell people that don't wait until you have a problem to go see a chiropractor. You know, just get in right away, get on a maintenance plan to where you're coming once a week, once a month, whatever Dr. Jason sits down and tells you this is what you need to come in. Stick to it. It's good for you. It's kind of like taking your vitamins. Or a good comparison I like to make is, you don't wait on your car. You get your oil changed every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. You don't wait until your engine is smoking and blowing up and say, boy, I got to change the oil in the engine. You maintain your car lasts. You maintain your body lasts. And that's what chiropractic care does for you.
Cool. Awesome for the kind words and sharing.
Thanks.